Fixture on Wall Street, Bernie Madoff, 70 years old, arrested by the FBI. The FBI arrested him this morning after he told senior employees yesterday that his business was a giant Ponzi scheme. He tried to distribute early bonuses to employees of his firms, prompting questions by senior employees. Mr. Madoff allegedly told employees he had a couple of $100 million left, wanted to distribute it before turning himself in to authorities.
Wall Street veteran Bernard Madoff has been arrested and charged with running a $50 billion Ponzi scheme. This is one of the biggest fraud cases ever. Madoff runs Bernard Madoff Investment Securities, which he founded back in the 1960s. He also happens to be a former chairman of the NASDAQ stock market. Prosecutors claim that he lost some investors' money on bad trades. Then he tried to hide it all by replacing some of that with cash from new investors who were coming in. Apparently, the scheme unraveled last week when clients asked for about $7 billion in redemptions, and Madoff couldn't cover the requests.
Sir, how do you feel? Are you sorry for what you did?
Mr. Madoff.
Do you have any idea how long this has been going on?
It's a key question, and investigators have been in there for about a week. At this point, I'm not sure they have any idea. All we really have is what Madoff told his two sons a week ago about the fraud, and yet many people are starting to believe it may have been from the very beginning.
Yeah, and how could he pull this off by himself?
It seems almost impossible.
This, everything in here was made up now.
Everything.
Everything.
Nothing. Not a single line.
No.
All fake.
All fake. A novel.
A novel. Your statement's a novel.
Yes. Unfortunately.
December 11th, the same day he turned himself in, we had sent in a check to buy a condo in an active retirement community, and then the news broke. Now we're worrying about having to pay the bills from never thinking twice about if we wanted something, we could get it.
My family members are in dire straits. My aunt and uncle in South Florida are in their 80s. They're quite ill. They have been turned down for food stamps because their Social Security is too high.
We no longer spend any discretionary expenses. That's gone. But the bills keep coming in. And now we have to sell our apartment in this market.
I have no income coming in. I've had to move in with a parent. My apartment is up for sale in Florida, and 52 years old to have to move back in with a parent.
Courthouse. He is 70 years old. He will plead guilty to 11 criminal counts and almost certainly spend the rest of his life in prison. And there goes Bernie Madoff.
Disgraced money manager Bernard Madoff behind bars at this hour after pleading guilty to a massive Ponzi scheme. After saying he was deeply sorry and ashamed, Madoff pleaded guilty to 11 charges that could send the 70-year-old to, well, prison for 150 years.